you guys are doing well. So continuing on our journey in Swift. Today in previous we saw how the MVVM architecture looks like, right? So today what we will do is we'll try to build an app. Basically, we'll try to work on our weather app, and we'll see the different things that we need, or the different UI elements that we need. So basically, uh, just give me a minute. Just let me check if the stream is running, so that sometimes Twitch does not work. So let's go. Uh, okay. So our stream is up and running. So as we said, this is the MVM architecture, right? So what we are going to do is, so this is basically how our UI is going to look. So what we are going to do is basically we are going to split our UI into different components. Basically, as we'll be following the MVVM architecture standards, right? So MVVM, so model view model, right? So now we are talking about views. So we'll be having a separate view, right? And in that as well, what we'll be doing is we'll be having different folders handling different possible views, right? Um so that it is going to be easier for us to understand. So this is our first screen, right? So these are different screens that I'm here. So like, so you are having different screen elements. So basically we need uh, this icons and this edit button over here. Then we are so that when we click on this we can add in cities here. So now this entire is going to be another folder, which is my city list view. So this is basically the cities that I have added over here. So the moment I click on this, new city should be added over here, and if I want to delete it, I should be able to remove that city, and if there is any city which is below this, should come up. Then this is basically my second screen. This is the actual how the, so when I click on this, this is how my weather screen will look like, right? uh, okay, so what we are going to do, so in this as well, so this is going to be one entire section. This thing is going to be one thing, this is something else, even this is going to be some else. So in this, basically, for example, I clicked on this, right? So now I need to pass in data between the view, so whatever I've clicked should be shown here, right? So I need some management that is happening there. Then and then, so it should display the now weather. So this is, it should be like, I should have this section over here, and then inside that section I should have, so this is basically going to be another file, right? And this is entirely, it's a list view. So this is basically hourly details, another section. This is my weekly details, which is another section, right? Now, okay, so this is basically the ability to add a city. So when I do a city, it should give me this pop-ups, right? I should have this pop-ups coming up, and then also the keyboard should open, right? So keyboard should open up. So we need to do something about that as well. Uh, and we'll see some more, right? So right now let's go towards working the with the view. So okay, Or you can have multiple variations, right? So first, let's see this thing so that I can have a single page application as well. Okay. Yeah, so the way I'm going to do is first is my weather, and then there is going to be something called as views, right? So in that view, I'm going to have all my views set up. Okay. No, let's, uh, there was an iOS. Okay. This is one way to add the app. Uh, this is one way how our app is going to look, right? So let's go to resources. Uh, Hello. So this is basically how our apps should look like. We'll be dealing with multiple sort of files and folders. Uh, mm, okay. Let's start with a very simple version of the weather app. Okay, so we will be building with this app. Uh, mm, okay. Okay, so this is okay. Let's start with this. So we will be also trying to understand. We'll be also trying to build a weather app version of our own, but the weather app that we are going to build will be okay. Does it let me move this thing? No. So we are going to use, or we are going to make this version of the weather app. Oh, what happened? Yeah, so we'll be making this version. It's pretty basic, nothing complicated is here. Uh, okay, so again, now so basically we have this app, right? So this is the user face that we need to define. It's pretty simple though. Nothing fancy is going to happen here. Um, okay, so this is basically okay. Let's break down the elements. So this is going to be my okay. This is a UI button. Then we have okay. So I need to get this days of the week as well, right? So this is going to be my so this is my text that is coming here. Then I'm so this is it are these SF images? Yeah, so this is going to be SF images. Now, how am I going to list? Okay, I can have. Okay, this is if so. Okay, wait, what I can do is when this temperature is. Uh, no, this is coming from some API. Okay, so this is going to be like my V stack, wherein you have all the elements. This is going to be like a um H stack or something. Yeah, this entire thing is going to be in a single H stack. For example, you have what has it done here? Oh, this is a static thing. There is no API calling here. Okay, that sounds some start. And what I can do is I can split the views, right? So uh, but that looks like a so I have two stacks, right? H and V. So oh, this is my no, this is not V stack. Sorry. So I can stack this in horizontal direction, right? So this is my H stack, and then you have this everything like a V stack, vertically stacked thing, right? So This is entirely V stack. In that I have, this is V stacking, right? Yeah, one this thing. Then you have an edge stack that comes here. Then you have this button again in the edge stack itself. We haven't talked about the background color, so okay, that is something we can deal with. So okay, let's what we can, let's have, let's get this thing minimized somewhere so that is, now what we need to do is we need to do something here to this. Okay, so let this be closed. Yeah. So we can get this thing on top of here so that if we need to go back and forth, we have that option to do. Perfect. Now, first, what we are going to do is, so basically we need to open our Xcode. So let's open Xcode. Let's create a new project. Oh, why does it do this thing? Just give it like 2-3 minutes. Hardly takes any time, right? So you can have days of the week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and so I need them to be aligned as well, right? So and then okay, first let's split the views. Create a new project application. Then whenever you come to make sure this is static weather app. There is no API calling here. So let's start with static weather app, and then let's go to next, create. Okay, let's, so this is our content view, right? The original view from where, or the main view where you are going to start. So first thing first, yeah, so what we are going to do is, so this is the view, right? So let's get rid of the body. So what we are going to do is, the first thing that we need to is we need to have that v stack coming here, right? So let's have a empty v stack. Then okay, and then what we are going to do is, so this days of the week are going to be my weather view, right? So okay, let's create a struct, and then so yeah, let's come now. If it's a view, it needs to conform to the um to my view protocol, right? So I just needed to conform to the view protocol, and so now this is the struct, this is the computed property, right? That is the view. So now what are we going to pass in this view? This is my, so this view, okay, now I'm building this thing. Let's highlight this so that you can understand. So we are going to build this version, right? So we need date, and then this symbol, and then the values, right? So we need all three things to be passed. So if you think that way, if you see an image, if you see, so SF symbols are basically names, right? So you can name them. So if you come down, so SFs are names. Basically, these are names, right? So this is has to be a string. Now, this is basically something that will be passed in the initializer, right? So during the struct initializer, or when we actually create the struct, this has to be passed in the initialization. So I need to make them at the struct level, right? So let's go here and let's say where, and then let's have as image names. Okay, first is Let's have the day of week. Now remember, if you are not initializing, make sure that you are passing in the type name. Then the next thing is image name, right? The image name, that is my SF symbol name, that is a string as well. Now the next thing that I need to do is so date, right? Temperature. So temperature. This needs to be an int, right? So, oh no, let's have an okay. Days of the week is basically which day. So now when you come inside this which tag, so now so this thing is needs to be present inside this vertical stacking thing, right? This is so now inside the v stack and it, so this is horizontally stacked. So you kind of have an edge stack kicking in here. So let's say let's have an edge stack and then let's open and let's initialize. So we are going to have okay, so weather view inside. Now whenever you see, you need to pass in, now it needs certain parameters, right? So now I need to give this so I need to say this is day of week. So now let's say this is Tuesday. So this is a string, right? So and this has to be a string. So let's pass it as, say this is Monday. So let's say this is month. Then image name SF, this again has to be a string, right? So if you come image name, this has to be like, so this is, suppose this is a sunny day. So I'm going to use cloud dot sun dot fill and let the temperature be say 45 or something. So this is the first element in the h stack that is going to come. Now let's come back here. So in my yeah, but if you see, all of these elements are inside the h stack, these are vertically placed, right? So this is vertical placing. So uh, what I can do is I can just come inside here, create a v stack. So that create a v stack, and then the way that, so first is basically my text that is going to come, right? So let's say this is text, and then what are we going to, so we are going to pass in the variable, right? This is already a string, right? So see, Monday has come there. Now then we need to add in the image, right? So we are, yeah, system name this, and then here this has to be my image. So now below that, that fill color has also come. Now the next thing that I need to do is I need to add in the temperature, right? So if you go in text and okay, so now this has to be, so this is already a string, right? No, this is an integer, but then this will accept a string. So I need to do something here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it this way. So you see all the three elements have come. So what if I repeat this? So let's say if I do a control C, control V, control V. No, let's a little bit. You see, I have got these elements in here. So my basic thing has come up over here. If you see it, did anything? Did something change? Did I delete something or? Okay, let's have the preview open side so that we can see it. So you go to edit. Is it view or something? Uh, Canvas. Yeah, so you have these. Apps kicking in. I don't know what happened to the. Why is the canvas going out? No. Is it okay? So right now I have. Uh, okay. Now we need to change the font color, right? So let's come to text and change the color to say something. Yeah, we need to work on this. So um let's give it a foreground color first. That is going to be white. So foreground color. Yeah, foreground. Is this deprecated or something? Yeah, let's say this is white. It's not applying, right? So it should be foreground style, I believe. Come here, foreground style. Then let's get this white. Uh, Background color seems to work, but I don't know how to. Why is not? There's some crink. Foreground color will be deprecated in the future version. Yeah, it's renamed as foreground style. That's what I'm saying. So if I come here and say, no, what the, okay, it doesn't tell me. Let's move to the. What does it take though? Like, does it take only like dot white or something? Or something. See, yeah, the text has become white. Oh, let's give this a background. So now remember, the background has to be on top, right? So let's come here. Let's add in a Z stack so that it's coming on top of the either. Yeah. So let's do a Z stack. Let's add a parenthesis here. This is my V. Okay, this is my V stack, right? So this all has to be stacked in. Let's yeah. Now let's give this a background color so that yeah, let's have a background color coming in. Oh, um so what based based on, so if it's a, oh, right now just let's have only the simple thing. We don't need much complication, right? So in my Z stack, uh in my Z stack, what I'm going to do, so this is going to be my linear gradient from top to bottom, right? So I'm going to do a linear gradient, and then so I have a gradient, uh so I need to, so I have a gradient, and then that array I need to pass in, right? So gradient start point and you point in. So now, okay, this gradient basically is going to take in an array of colors, I guess. So for example, this has to be okay. Mm, yeah, so I'm going to have here, so this is my gradient. So this is a gradient, and then I need to have that array of colors, right? So let's say this colors. Now this is my colors array that has come in. What happened? Nine. So basically, the first color that has to be is blue, and then it has to go to white. So no, I don't know why it's not letting me. Okay. So the first has to be blue, and then it has to go to grayish, and then it has to go to then I'm doing no. So I'm having blue, then so now instead of having gray, I need to do something called as, but then this color is not available, right? So where is this color? It will give me an error. So now it's the start point and the end point, right, of the gradient. So for this is it has to start from top and come to the bottom, right? So I'm going to do top leading and then let it come to the bottom trailing. So this is going to be bottom trailing. So it has started from, see, it has eventually come. And then what I can do is I can do one more thing here. I can do ignore safe area, so that it starts from the, that's the entire screen, right? So that, so now I have the color set over here. This is light blue, and then it's coming from top to and it's going till bottom. So I have this text. On the only thing that I need to change here is this days, right? So let's have different days. So let's say this is Thursday. This is Friday. Sorry, I missed Wednesday. So let's say this is Wednesday. This is Thursday, and then this is going to be my Friday, right? Then you can fill in different SF images over here as well. So okay, and now what I need to do is, yeah, I need to add the title up, right? So again, the title is going to be another view, I guess. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to have this. This is going to be my city text. This has to come in the v stack, and then in that I'm going to pass in a text. For example, this is going to be my city name, and then let's say right now it will say we will not be able to get that city name. Let's say this is you, so it will say cannot find, right? So let's come here. Let's create another struct, and then so we are going to do struct, and then I'm going to create no, what is the struct name? This has to be the same, right? So this is going to be view. Let it conform to my view protocol, right? And then so I need a string, right? So basically this is going to be where this can be spelled out as name. Yeah, it will work. Just give me, so like you can have this city name, then make it a string. And now what in my view I'm going to add that text on top, right? So if you go and add this as text and the city name, right? So that is already a string. So So I've got New York in there. Now we need to work on that string, right? That has to be a little bit bigger. And okay, so what you can do is you can change the fonts, add in a color and a foreground style to it, and let that be white. And then we need that to be a thick, right? So the size has to change and it has to be thicker. So you go font and then you add in system size. Padding, we'll see why padding, but then let's, yeah, see, it has become a little bit thick. The weight has to be medium. We don't want it to be so much thick. Size is a little bit more bigger. And then, okay, so now the new arc has come. Now these elements have to be spaced, right? So now this is my V stack, right? So I need to add some spacing between these elements in the V stack itself, so that, so one spacing is going to come in the H stack, but then this has to come at the top. Um, Also, in between these elements, you need to. This is the H stack. That is the inner thing. Let's give it a spacing, say about 25. So this, yeah, these are now spaced. And what else? What else do we want to do that? Mm. Oh, so now there has to be. So this is my text. If I go back, if you go back to the blackboard, this is my text element. This is one more element, and then this is 76. So what I can do is, so I need, so you can see there is no space here. As such, there is a space coming in between the 76 and um, is that what? So after the, yeah, there is even no space here as well. The space is coming in here. So after the edge tag, you kind of give it some space. So right now there are only two elements, right? So let's add in a spacer here. Now let's add my button. So when I add in a button, okay, so button action label, right? So okay, let's right now. Okay, so let's use the. This is the trailing zero syntax, right? So last function can be taken out, right? So let's that looks nice, and then it is, let's have the label here. So in my label inside the button is my okay, there is another view that, yes, you can add that. So I'm going to do whether you can add in a title, say this is uh change 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 daytime. Then you need to do text color, then you need to make it blue, then you need to do, I guess, a background. Yeah, add in a background as well. This has to be back background color, and then let's make this, yeah, so let's create that weather view button. the other view, right? mm, so I have now in my I need to work on the weather button, right? So that's okay. Now, yeah, so let's come inside and let's create that struct. So I have a struct, and then I need that. Yeah, weather button view is what I need, right? And then let that conform to my view. So the moment you conform to the view protocol, you should have that body, this thing coming in. So I don't know why it does not come, but let's have that thing here. Now inside this, I'm going to say, this is my title, right? This is the string that is coming in. So then I have my uh, text color. Now, okay, yeah, this is basically conforming to color. Okay, it is a type of color, and then the type of the variable, and then this also be going to color. Now you come inside this and then do text, and now so this is my title will come here. Let's give it a background, background color we need, right? Or let's give it a background. So the background has to be back, no, and then let's give this let's add in a uh yeah, let's change the foreground. The foreground is the okay, this, so I'll have to add your foreground style. That has to be my text color. So did I pass in text color here, or oh, my text color is also, so my background color is white, okay, which has come there. Text has become blue. Now let's try to, have a corner radius. So right now I'm ignoring that safe area thing. So that's okay. That is not, yeah, let that be over here. Now I've added the spacer, but then after the button as well, we need a space, right? So if you see this here, there is some space available here as well. So let me add in a spacer here. So by doing this, oh, it's just come up. I guess, is this causing any issue? Oh, let's give that a height and a width. So let's say this text has some height and width which is coming. Let's get rid of this. Let's add a, just give me, why is this coming down here? So one spacer is above and then one spacer is below, right? Hmm. Then we need to add in the text on top. That is okay, this New York has come. But it's very much down. That's oh, I see what's happened is this space. This is oh, I haven't applied it at the proper. So this has to be over here. The spacer has to come here, and then this uh yeah, in the Z stack as well. So okay, now it's come very much up. The reason being this is the V stack. Mm, why is it coming so up? Then I have my button which is present here. Yeah, after the oh, this is all a part of the stack itself, right? So let's get rid of this. Let's say this is the V stack. Oh, it has to be over here. Now I guess it should come. Yeah, this thing has gone a little bit up because I have added an equal amount of spacing between, right? And did we give it like a frame size and something? Okay, let's add this thing. Oh no, this is correct here. It has to come. That has to be over here. That frame and so I've got my button a little bit bigger. Yeah, and then so now we need this font size has to be a little bit. Okay, this is my text view. So set wait, what is this? Oh, this is this top text, right? So that has to be a little bit bigger. And you have two, three things. You have one image, and then you have another text that is present. So yeah, in the city name as well, I need to add that image and text. Looks like, but then where is that text coming? Oh, so then I need. So it's created one more thing. Yeah, it's better to have different things here. So let's say this is my main weather. Now what all I need. So this I'm going to work on this, right? So I need two things. This has to be vertically stacked. So let's first create the struct for it, and then let's code that thing. So let's go to struct. Then let's do main. Okay, let's say main weather. Let's let it conform to view. Okay, and then so what I'm going to get is first I'm going to create that image name string, right? This is image name, and let this be a string. The next thing I'm going to have is this number that is going to come. So should be an integer. This is okay. Let this be temperature int. No, this is temperature. Temperature, and let this be int. Now I need to add in a v stack, right? So let's say this is a v stack. In that, I need to first have that image, the system name, and then yeah, this has to be image name. Okay, what happened? Did something go? No, I'm here. And yeah, this is has to be image name. So let's say this is, and then let's add in the text, right? So let's go to text, and then This is going to be int, right? But here it needs a string. So let's do something so that we can display that itself. So let's do temperature. And so I have this, but then now let's. Okay, so this has to. How is it named here? Let's copy this name. Technically, use a camel guess, right? So let's work on this as well. Now I need to add in a. So image name has to be. Let's say this is cloud.sin.fill, and then I'm passing in the temperature here, so that is 100. Oh, this has to come out of the wish, right? Okay. So I have this main weather text. How to? I forgot. There was a shortcut command to. Oh, see, this 100 has come here, but then it's too small, right? If I increase the size, it is automatically going to push that thing down, maybe. So in my, what do you say, city, uh, in my main weather. Yes, I'm just going to add some modifiers on that so that I can push that thing down. Yeah, let's. Okay, so the size has increased, and then similarly for text as well, I need to add something. So even the text has now become a little bit. So this has gone down a bit. If I want, yeah, but then this is too close, right? So on the bottom, we just add in a padding to this stack itself, so that this is going to go down now. Yeah. Or let's have this ignore safe area kicking in here. It will be more. Now let's do ignore safe area. Okay. The only thing that we need to, okay, we need this thing has to be like spread out a bit more. Mm, yeah. So I guess, yeah. So we applied a lot of modifiers, right? We'll see like each modifiers in detail so that we can. This is a static app, like nothing fancy or something. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one, and please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's all for this session. See you guys in the next one. Till that time, take care.